welcome back to the Weird and Proud Podcast. It's Sam and
A slightly more sober than last week, James.
James is somewhat sober today. He did have like a beer.
I had a couple.
Of course.
It
For
was
the
a Packer
Packers.
game. It's Packers. It's end of Packer season, so
I know. Is
Well,
that it? Are they done?
no, not at all.
Oh, they are. Okay.
No,
okay.
no. They're still very much. They're technically, if the season ended today, they'd still be in the playoffs.
Okay.
They're still in the playoffs. However, since we are talking about it,
Oh, yeah, because it's not playoffs yet.
not playoffs yet. Nope,
Okay.
nope.
Yeah, because we're
So-
recording this Sunday night. The Packers just
The Packers just played.
R.I.P.
Just lost, and more importantly than losing, this game was one that I think I remember. When the schedule comes out in May, one of the Packer experts I listen to all the time
Yep.
pointed at this game, saying this Denver away will be a loss. Like he said that. At the
Oh,
beginning of the year.
interesting how they called it.
Yeah, Denver's
psychic.
good. And this was going to be a tough one. Denver's really good at home,
Okay.
but
that's
more
beautiful.
importantly,
What?
so many people got injured.
I know it's injury season.
Oh, so many got
Patrick
injured.
Mahomes
I don't
just
know.
got injured.
Yeah, Mahomes is out for the year now too.
I know, and I'm wondering if it's going to be Travis's last game. Everyone was wondering if today was Travis's last game forever.
I mean, the season's not done yet, so he's probably going to at least finish out the season.
Oh, I thought they were like, so someone just said they're out of the playoffs, but like
yes,
the season's not done
there's
yet.
still 3 games left. In
Oh
the
shit! Okay,
season.
okay.
So 3,
Right? Is there
2, 3? Yeah, there's 3 weeks left in the NFL
counting
season,
the playoffs?
Nope, not counting the playoffs.
Oh wow. Okay.
3
okay,
weeks
so the season
left.
is
I mean,
there's still more to go.
technically the fantasy football playoffs.
But playoffs are over.
Playoffs haven't started yet.
Well, I mean, like whoever's going to be in the playoffs
No,
is set.
that can still all change.
Okay,
very
it's
quickly.
just how the numbers are for the. That's why the Chiefs are out.
Yep, it's just they've lost so
too
many games.
Got it.
Great, yes.
Very
the Chiefs
confusing.
are what's eliminated from the playoffs mathematically.
Got it.
No matter what happens, like some years, a team might be almost out of the playoffs, but
Then they get the wild card.
If a couple other teams lose and they win, they can sneak in or like backdoor in. But right now, the Chiefs are
backdoor.
Backdoor in like a bidet. But
Got it.
It's mathematically they have been eliminated from the playoffs.
Damn.
Yep.
So sorry to Travis and the whole Chiefs. Sorry.
I saw
Sorry
that
to hear
Tay was at the game today, though.
She was, of course. That's why, and like apparently the whole family was there.
Well, weren't they celebrating someone's birthday?
Well, Taylor's birthday was recent, but like people are saying there are too many people there for it to be like, oh, maybe like they were saying this is Travis's like probably one of his last.
I think that they were just celebrating. It might be because I saw Kylie and Jason Kylie was there. Jason's working, obviously.
Right. Yeah, but exciting stuff. Also, speaking of Travis, you guys, if you haven't seen the Disney docuseries of Taylor Swift, you got to, even the haters out there.
It was, for the little bit I watched before I left to go watch football, it was good.
So good. Literally cried. It's just, I can't say enough good things. You guys know how obsessed I am with her. She can do no wrong. Must watch. The first 2 episodes are out and the final show, which is very exciting.
Oh, they're doing it in slow release?
Yeah.
They aren't releasing all of it?
Bastards.
Wow.
Bastards. Also, before we do like officially get into the episode, I just need to issue a correction. I said in the last episode that Kid Cudi was dead. He is alive.
He is alive.
Yes.
Okay.
But he was in like a car bombing.
Oh, Jesus.
That everyone suspects was because of P. Diddy, because Kid Cudi was hanging out with his girl. So, but he didn't die. I don't know why I thought he was dead. So I'm so sorry. Sorry to Kid Cudi. That is my bad. And a lot of people are calling me out. So
it's a good thing to correct. It's a good thing to correct.
Yes, he is alive.
I do not know who Kid
I don't know where
Cudi
he is, though. We don't hear much from him.
I don't know who he is.
You don't? Oh,
No.
he's like a rapper. Who's, back in the 2000s.
Okay.
Really. We have a great show for you guys today. A lot of like fun science. It's kind of like a lot of science going on.
Oh, I love it.
And I can't wait for you to shit on my science facts.
Probably will.
I tried to do as much research as possible because I knew you were going to be asking me where I got all this shit.
Did you vet the areas that you researched from? That's the more important thing.
Of course. Of course. Also, I didn't know how much you've done in terms of research on this subject, but the whole Michigan drama, the Michigan football drama.
Oh, I am prepared to discuss that as much as you need to.
Are you? Because it, once every, full moon, a story comes around where, cross intersects with my pop culture and
Sports.
sports,
Like Taylor Swift and Travis is the
Right.
ultimate example of that.
Right. And every now and again, there's a story, there's some gossip, there's some craziness that comes out of football. And I have to say, a lot of the times it actually does come from college, like college sports. I don't know what they're doing over there, but these kids are
It's
wilding.
wild. It's lawless.
It's lawless land. And I don't know if you guys have heard this, but I feel like now that we're talking about it, we can just talk about it now. The Michigan football coach, head coach, was fired.
Yep.
And they're a huge football team. Like, I don't know how much you guys know, or even we don't have to get into it too much, but huge football.
It's one of the
state, college, whatever university, whatever it is.
The other weekend, I can't think of it in time for how our weirdlings are listening. But anyway, I think everyone knows how big the Michigan-Ohio State game is every year.
Yes.
It's one of the most watched
huge rivalry
games.
Yep.
And Michigan is kind of a center point of all of college football.
Yep.
Michigan is huge on the East Coast because Michigan recruits a lot of people from. There were always people in Connecticut. Like we met a lot of people that were our friend Tracy Wolfson from CBS.
Our friend, close friend.
Yes, very close friend. Her and her husband met at Michigan. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's a big connection between this area
big
and
football
Michigan.
school, big sports school.
But why did he get fired?
So I was just looking up. So officially, he got fired so apparently there's an intern that he was having an inappropriate relationship with. That's what first came out.
For a long time.
Yeah. So that was what I had heard, that there was some sort of, relationship going on with, quote unquote staff member, which turns out that it was a intern, apparently.
He's married with 3 kids.
But he's married with 3 kids. He was charged with a felony count of 3rd-degree home invasion and 2 misdemeanors related to an alleged break-in of the home of the woman he was having an affair with. So he not only was having a relationship, but he apparently was abusive, and there was some crazy stalkerish, insane behavior coming from him.
Yep. Now, do you know what the actual arrest was for after he broke in? Did you look up that part? No, what did he do? So apparently he grabbed a butter knife and claimed if she told people that he was like, I'm going to kill myself. Oh. He was more threatening himself, but in a really, how is a girl who's an intern at a college? I don't know how old she is. She can't be. Right. I don't think she's a grad student. Right. Maybe she's in her 20s. Yeah. She might be 19
low
or
20s.
Yeah. I'm guessing low 20s.
Yep.
But how are you supposed to emotionally handle that? Where again, this guy is obviously abusing power in the worst way. And also he's already a family man, which makes it even way, way worse. Just the judgment this guy makes.
Yep.
And he decides to, instead of owning up to whatever he was doing, he breaks into her house and grabs a butter knife and threatens to kill himself.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, so, obviously they terminated him immediately and did, I forget what it's called, but they're basically refusing to pay him. They're like, you're done and we're not paying you.
So college football, if the drama of college football is a lot of coaches get fired really early, but they have these huge contracts with these universities and the universities have to pay him. But he was in breach of contract for being with think about it in general.
Yeah.
How wrong is it for a staff member at any school to be with a student of any kind?
Yeah.
That's immediate firing, right?
Yeah. So crazy.
Yeah.
I just thought if you guys hadn't heard of that, I feel like a lot of people are talking about it on social media too.
Did you come across anything from a while ago, but the Penn State scandal?
I remember that was long ago now, though, right?
I don't want to say what in situations like this. I don't want to say something is worse than another thing. Yeah,
right.
This is god awful what this man did, but the Penn State one was maybe worse because Penn State University, another prominent one of the grandfathers of college football schools. There was one of the coaches was molesting men.
Yes, I remember this.
And they covered it up for years and years and years and years. The only reason that maybe, again, this situation, there's nothing less worse or better. There's nothing good about this situation. But that one got covered up for so long.
Yeah.
You had said college football is wild, but that's why. These universities go to the highest lengths to protect the integrity of their programs. And they seem to let people get away with stuff.
Yeah, because so much of how they make money is based off their reputation, and donors and all that. And
college football makes billions for all of these schools.
Yeah. So crazy. So just wanted to give you some gossip from the sports world, which again, doesn't come across
No.
too much.
I enjoy talking about sports, not this side of it. This
Yeah.
awful.
I know. Obviously,
And what's
it's
this poor girl's
fucked
faces
up.
everywhere. What's she gonna do
I
after
know.
this?
I know.
But it's like almost a
Life
Monica
ruiner.
Lewinsky
Right.
type level scandal.
Ugh. Ew, and he's like nasty too. Like, what the fuck? What are these people
You
thinking?
thought so? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's just like this old. Yeah.
He's
I mean, whatever.
the head coach of Michigan.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but still, like, how far does that really get you? Who knows? Anyways, I did want to talk. I wanted to bring this back up, and we need to watch this again. Speaking of shows, so we've been number one obsessed also with the It.
I keep
prequel.
saying this is Derry, but I think
It says Welcome to Derry.
I
it's
think
called?
I'm even calling it
Welcome to Derry.
It's the It show. I think everyone knows
on
it because it's so
HBO.
popular. It's so freaking good.
It's been good. It's so graphic, Stephen King
I don't
style.
think it's that graphic.
I don't know. I think there's just some unnecessary, like, overkill moments, like the girl stabbing her eye. That
The
whole
stabbing
thing.
the eyes. It's still horror,
Yeah,
so there's got to
yeah.
be a little bit of that.
Yeah, but that's been really good. We also, this has been the new show that everyone's talking about and it's giving like Severance vibes in a way, but I'm still like not as blown away as I was with Severance. But we started Pluribus.
Yeah, it's good
On Apple TV. I don't know if you guys have started watching that yet, but also very like Black Mirror ish.
You used the term utopian when you were describing
utopian show. Yeah. I'm curious if you guys are watching it, what your thoughts are.
Are we allowed to do spoilers on it?
Yeah, because especially like what it's about, you mean?
Yeah, I found it very intriguing.
You're like, what the message is they're trying to tell us.
That's more so the message of, again, freedom versus humans being under total control, right?
Right.
So again, the theme of the show is that everyone, it's a shared, I'll use the term shared consciousness.
Yeah.
Where everything about everyone going on at all times.
Yeah.
So you'll have to watch it to get it.
Yeah, we've only seen the first episode, so right?
Did we see two?
Maybe we watched two.
I think we watched two.
But we still like haven't really figured out like what that really means. But these people are just naturally like very happy, and like it's almost like like that's how I thought. They have like almost this disease of.
It's almost like
spread like a virus, right?
Well, it's genetic. There's an RNA code, so it's a genetic code sent from a 600 light year away galaxy. It was a code they found. It's very interesting how they built up to it and how it happened.
It's very weird. Like it is like the epitome of a weird watch.
But then obviously there's some people, there's like 11 people in the world or something
that weren't
affected by it for whatever reason. But the rest of the people in the world are trying to figure out how to get them to be affected by it.
Yeah.
Because they want everyone to be the same. So it's this wonderful back and forth between, do you want to have the freedom and autonomy, but you're still a little like chaotic human like we all can be? Or do you want to live in this utopia where everyone shares everything and we don't kill things, we don't do this, right? They don't,
right. Everything's perfect.
It gives me very much like, remember the movie I, Robot?
Yeah.
Where it's a different version to me of what the old AI scare was.
Yeah.
But this is like a genetic version of AI where
maybe. Is that what is it genetic? You think it's an AI?
No, I don't think it's AI. I think the story is related to like an iRobot. Remember in iRobot, the AI central computer that was running the city was the one also causing the robots to rebel against humans.
Right.
Because they said the robot's job was the entity's job was to protect humans.
Yeah.
And the entity determined that the only way to protect humans is to keep them away from themselves.
Right.
Because humans were going to be the ones to kill them. They were the only being that could kill humans. So the entity said, nope, now the robots are going to take over humans so that humans don't hurt themselves.
Yeah. Right.
See where I'm getting?
Got it. Sure.
That's what I see with this kind of show too.
Sure. I blacked out for the last 2 minutes there, but yeah.
I'm sure somebody caught it.
Do you guys know what he's talking about? All right. Now let's get into some of the weird stuff that I saw this week. Again, some of the weirdest, and these were all like kind of like little studies or facts that I just thought I needed to share and see if you know this or not.
Let's tear some stuff up.
So Do you know why the wind and why wind makes us feel colder or why it like drops the temperature?
Evaporation.
No. Why ourselves, like why we feel so much colder in the wind? Do you have any idea?
I
Any
mean, it moves
guesses?
the residual heat from the earth.
So this is what one guy explained. I thought this was interesting. So when we're standing still and when there's no wind in the air, our bodies almost produce like a thin layer of air around us
Okay.
that helps like protect our skin. It almost acts as like an insulation.
It's our own residual heat.
Yeah, but when the wind keeps sweeping that heat away and we
moves the heat.
can't build up that layer, it removes the heat. So that colder air, or our body has to keep producing more. And that is why wind blocking is so important, because it allows, like any wind jackets, even though they're super thin, it's just so it allows your body to be able to produce that layer of insulation.
Our bodies produce heat. That's what we do.
Right? I thought that was interesting. Not
That's
like
very
So
interesting.
that was just like a fun fact that I figured you guys should know. Also, did we talk about this last time too? I know we've been doing some Googling on like the coldest and most snowy states. Did we
No,
ever talk about that last time?
I don't think we got super
Who
deep
knows what
into
we
it.
talked about last
Yeah,
episode.
exactly. I don't know. We'll have
But
to
I
go
thought
back to the tape.
This was a fun fact that had just happened to look up, because someone had asked, like, how much snow does Maine get?
Remember, I said Maine is one of the top snowfall states in the country.
Yeah, and it's funny, the top 5 snowiest states in the US, number 1 is Alaska, which I don't think shocks many people.
No, shouldn't shock you.
Number 2 is Vermont.
Yep.
And number 3 is Maine.
Vermont is getting record levels of snow right now.
Yeah. Now that I see it, I'm like, okay, that makes sense, that Vermont, but funny that Maine is number 3. And again, like I would have thought Colorado would have been up there. I would have thought maybe
There's not enough moisture out
Midwest. Right. There's just not enough moisture.
There's just not, to make snow, you need moisture when you're this close to an ocean. And Vermont has the advantage of, on the other side, where you get some of the Great Lakes effect. So you have ocean one side, Great Lakes other side. I know Vermont isn't an ocean state, but it's close enough. New Hampshire's not that big.
Right.
Vermont gets some access.
Yes.
But
and
again,
New Hampshire's right after Maine.
Even in Maine, it's the moisture. It snows more inland, slightly inland, than right on the coast, right next to the ocean.
Yeah.
Because as we noticed yesterday when we were in the old port, it's a little warmer closer to the ocean.
Yeah. Because we're a little farther back.
It balances out. Yep.
It is funny how that is. And so the top 5, so it's Alaska, Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, and then Colorado. Because that was another one too. I was like, I wonder about Colorado. They're also number 5.
The mountains get a lot of snow.
Mountains, right. And that's what we discussed too. Also fascinating, the top 5 coldest states. Number 1, of course, Alaska again. Number 2 is North Dakota.
Minnesota.
And then Minnesota.
Then Wisconsin.
And then Maine.
Maine is higher than Wisconsin?
That's what it says.
I don't think so.
You want to fight it? I thought we had discussed, though, we think a lot of like the southern Wisconsin can be not as cold because you're close to the lakes again.
Northern Wisconsin is
northern, right.
But northern Wisconsin is the colder area. Southern Wisconsin does start to get, it's still cold there.
Yeah, but it may not be the coldest.
Interesting. No, it's not the coldest. North Dakota's outside of Alaska.
North Dakota makes sense. Minnesota also makes sense because they're way up there almost in Canada.
Minnesota's super. They're very the northernmost states, but also, again, back to no moisture.
Yep.
Minnesota does have the lakes.
Yep.
A lot of little lakes, but Louisiana, North Dakota is back to the wind. That wind chill in North Dakota, it's all flat. There's no blockage. There's no trees. There's no forest. There's no mountains to block stuff. And it's just pure wind.
Well, and too, also you got to think about, like, we live in very much southern Maine. We're still like an hour from New Hampshire, hour-ish, a little more probably. But I mean, Maine, northern Maine, again, like closer to Canada,
it's
again.
Way up there. That's cold.
That's also probably another 15 degrees colder than where we are now. Just like some fun facts. There's something about me is that I love a fact. Okay, here's something kind of crazy. Have you heard this? So first I saw, this was a video on TikTok of this guy stating these facts. I go to look it up and I'm like, okay, how true is this? And a lot of people were like, that's not really true. So you can tell me. I tried to look up some studies.
Ooh, let's check it out.
And he may have just like over exaggerated, but He said the number of sneezes that you do in a row reveals how stable your nervous system is. So if you sneeze once, you kind of like have a hypo-responsive, like often, indicates like an underachieving nervous system. He says 2 sneezes in a row is like balanced. Like 2 sneezes is like a balanced nervous system. 3+ sneezes is an overactive nervous system. It's like hypervigilance, like someone who maybe like has ADD or just is more high strung will sneeze over 3 times your face. Have you heard that?
I think something, again, the algorithm, something
Right.
came across my feed that I think was similar-ish to this.
Maybe. And someone had been like, well, it also just depends. Like that, like kind of is like a sneeze maybe based on the nervous system. Whereas, like if you're allergic, if you have allergies or you're sick,
There's so
or
many
if,
variables to this statement. It's
right. Like,
it sounds cute and fun
yeah.
and stupid, but yeah, I'd love to see the study. I'll
I know,
believe
I'll show
anything
it
if
to
you can
you.
show me a decent study.
It's in this study that was done. It came out in May of 2025, and it was like the sneeze reflex in psychological states. And like it literally, if you look it up, it's the National Library of Medicine. It's within that something. It's like studying like the nervous system and like how it relates to sneezes. It's a really long article. Like you'll be scrolling for a very long time. I'll send it to you after.
Okay.
Yeah.
This has some.
Right? It
I'm
looks legit.
a little
That's why I looked
intrigued.
it up. I was like, okay, maybe
Now
this does
this looks like an actual study.
Yeah.
I'm a little intrigued. I
Yeah,
wonder
and
if
who knows if he's over exaggerating that, and
well,
that's
again, a lot of times it's how you interpret a study. One of my favorite
right,
classes,
of course.
when I took physiology in college, was my favorite because every week you had to bring a study
Yep.
to class that you found on your own and
Yep.
interpret it and write
Yep.
about it. And we
Yep.
did it every week. I loved that. So I read a lot of studies, right? It's sometimes you can.
I feel like a lot of people who go to college read a lot of studies. Just so you know.
should. That's okay. I'm just saying. I have.
I would hope that you would write a paper every week on a study in college. I mean, most people do that when they go to college.
No,
That's kind of
a
how
lot of people
college
didn't.
works.
A lot of people didn't.
Who would go to college and not have to write a paper?
Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
I love your stories. Yes.
But with something like that, it sounds like whoever was describing it just oversimplified it.
Yeah.
Meaning,
I think he just translated it or kind of broke it down.
Because I'm wondering how everyone's nervous system state can change different due to different things.
Yeah.
Meaning your nervous system could be overactive because you are overstimulated or stressed. Right.
Right. It can change quickly.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he says too, is that like it can change like almost like maybe in a day or
now it's sounding like a little more.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
I don't know, kind of interesting. So next time you sneeze, think about it. Are you, overachieving or underachieving? Okay, I have another kind of weird fun fact, and I can hear Prue crying. Can you look at Prue really quickly?
Yeah.
We're gonna pause. Okay, so I saw this. This is something that is kind of controversial, I would say, and something.
Sounds spicy.
It is spicy. Okay, so for years and years, like we have heard over and over and over again that the first thing you should do in the morning is what?
Drink water.
No. Make your bed.
Oh yeah.
Like that's like one of the first things you do in the morning. And like how like important it is, like it's important for like boosting productivity and like anxiety and everything. Well, now research suggests that an unmade bed may help you avoid one nightmarish health concern, which is dust mites.
Oh, wait, this makes sense.
Yeah. So when a bed is made, as soon as we leave it, the warmth and humidity we generate during sleep through sweat and respiration are trapped and creates like this toasty microclimate that allows dust mites to flourish. And that's like one of the most common indoor allergens. People are,
That's
you're
the
allergic.
number one thing I'm allergic to.
Yep. Like 80% of people that have allergies are allergic to dust mites.
That's my number one.
And they thrive in warm, humid environments like bedding, mattresses, carpets, etc. So what's more, like wintertime is the worst for it just because like there is so much warmth that we try and keep in our bedrooms and
Of course. And there's moisture, and
so much moisture.
they're
And
gonna
that is
find a
their
place to live.
favorite place to go. So they
Interesting.
found that waiting to make your bed significantly reduces the number of dust mites, and leaving your bed unmade allows for the trapped moisture to evaporate, creates it, so it's more dry, unfavorable conditions that will help reduce dust mites. Dust mites, known to include skin conditions, nasal irritation, respiratory issues, asthma symptoms. So instead of making your bed in the morning, or, they said, of course, one of the things that a lot of, Swedish people do and is big in Swedish cultures that I see a lot of people doing on social media is to bring your bed sheet outside,
Yep.
even, of course, weather permitting, but even just shaking it outside and
Yep.
maybe leaving it out for a couple minutes. And also, if you've seen too, that you should open your windows in your house even in the winter for like 5 minutes
I can see
and
that
let cold
making
air in.
sense. Yeah.
Just also because windows are never open, there's so much stuff that can, you know, toxins and
That's a good
mites
study.
and
No, that was interesting.
yeah. And yeah, so if you cannot make your bed, or maybe again bring it outside, or at least leave it at the foot of the bed. And then if you really want to make your, you want to get into a made bed, like make it when you get home, you know.
That's why I always put towels outside, right?
Right.
Yep, with the moisture, right? Just to
Yeah.
let this, even in the winter, the sun is pretty powerful
The
at killing
sun is
stuff.
the best for killing bacteria, for killing
Just think of it very simple. How many times have you seen mold grow in the sun?
Yeah, never.
You just don't.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be hot. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it can be freezing. It can be negative 10 degrees out,
Just
but if it's
don't
sunny,
see mold grow in the sun.
yep.
So if you have things that you don't want growing, put it out in the sun.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of an interesting fact because, and I said it was controversial because we never make our bed.
No, nope.
And people have called out whenever I've taken photos of our
People
bed
are
with
like, "Do
windows.
not
People are
make-"
like, if you ever made your bed in your life, we literally, I don't think
No.
ever have. Maybe what, in the beginning, once in a
The
while.
animals love it when the blankets are all in chaos. There's
But
2 cats sitting on the bed right now because we don't make it.
exactly. Well, and it's funny too, because whenever we wake up in the morning, there's always cats in the bed.
Yeah. We're not going to make it.
So we can't, we don't make it. We kind of
We don't
make
want to
little
disturb
piles.
it. Don't want to disturb the kitties.
Yeah.
They're in charge.
Yeah. So yeah, make sure you're obviously washing your sheets too. It's really, really important to wash your sheets even more in the winter time, just because of that, because so much caca cookie gets in there. And those were kind of like the fun things that I found this week.
Those were interesting.
Right? I feel like a good little mix. There's not, again, it is around the holidays, feels like, the murders go down. I haven't really seen anything also.
I mean, there was a
weird
crazy story in Stanford.
Oh my God. Yeah, but that's just crazy people. What he's talking about in Stanford where we lived, there was a man who had a dead body in his house.
Yeah, apparently something like that.
And, apparently he was renting the place and the landlord was trying to evict him. So that's why the cops were called to get him out of there. They ended up in a standoff.
He
in a
opened
shooting,
fire on him.
Yeah, in a shooting standoff. They ended up finding a dead body in the house.
And it wasn't even from what I heard. So they thought because it was an older woman, they thought it was his mom or a family member.
Right.
But it wasn't. It was just some random older person.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. That one could be wrong.
I don't
Fact
really
check
know.
me on that.
But yeah, that happened in Stanford. And you know what? Stanford police, they never let me go and ride with them or
That's
do
why
anything.
things like that happen.
That's why crime's up in Stanford.
Yep.
So you can thank your local police for not including me and not letting me, even though I do, now that, we've moved on, I guess why, the police couldn't have me. I do talk a lot about, smoking the ganja. I am a little inappropriate. They just try to be very family friendly.
No.
No. So I get it, but not exactly police friendly. Fine, I get it. Okay, fine. But I feel like they missed out on some great content. I still think about what kind of content I could have made being a cop, but guess we'll never know.
Opportunities missed.
But you never know. Hey, if there's a police officer up there, I can be appropriate. I can rein it in if I need to, but if they go to my page, that's on them.
That's on them for doing
But I will
research
be.
doing detective work as police officers. That's on them.
Yeah. Anyways, maybe one day, if there's any cops out there, who want to do things a little differently, let me know. All right, James, what do we got going on? Who are you talking? What do we got on the agenda today? Oh, we got some more animals. Oh, you
we
got the
of
song
course
first.
have more animals, but it's the Science Corner. Hope you stay to play. It's the Science Corner. It can change your day.
Hey.
Science is fun questions made by you and me.
Hey.
Let's start the Science Corner with curiosity.
That was so beautiful.
All right. First thing we're going to start with. Okay. Reminder. 3i Alice. December 19th.
Oh my God. Yes, it's coming up.
December 19th is Friday. It is still the date.
We have 4 days to live.
Most likely, you can't see it with the naked eye.
Damn.
Meaning, without a telescope, you don't have to be naked looking at something. But ching, that was a good joke.
Whoa, that was funny.
You don't have to be naked to see it. Maybe I should tell people that. You could only see it with the naked eye. You have to be undressed to see.
You have to be completely nude.
Yep, that's the only way you're going to see it. But it's going to get as close to Earth as it can. All kinds of observational super nerds are out there with all of our good super nerd technology,
doing nerdy things.
James Webb Telescope and such.
Yep.
Excited to hear more about this. I don't know how many reports will come out for the podcast on Sunday after that. Whatever, 19th, 20th, 21st.
I'm sure you guys will miss this so much.
Our next Sunday's podcast is it's going to be the winter solstice. It's the longest day, the shortest day of the year.
Yeah, by the way, it's not even winter yet. No. That's the funniest part is people, again, have started complaining about how much it's been snowing and the weather and everything. And it's still fall.
Yeah, still fall.
What the fuck?
It's going to be a good winter.
That's so fucked up.
December 21st.
Someone reminded me of that. I was like, wait, oh my God, it's still fucking fall.
And that's when it's the shortest day of the year. Days will very slowly get longer.
Oh my God, you guys.
We aren't even to the shortest days of the year yet. We're going to hit.
What day is that? When is that?
December 21st.
Which is what? It's a Sunday?
Next Sunday.
Wow. So right now, also just, too, Maine, we're the first ones to see the sunrise.
Sunrises in the east, sets in the west.
Yeah. So, and the last to see the sun. No. They're first to see the last of the sun is what I really meant. You know what I mean?
What? To see the what of the sun?
Well, what I mean is that what time was the sunset today? Our sun sets at, seriously, I think it's 4:02 p.m. right now.
I was just looking at that. I wonder if we're going to get a 3:50.
I think we do. I think we get into 3:57.
That would be crazy.
And people in California, I believe last time I checked, your sun still sets 4:40. So we basically we're the first to say goodbye to the sun is what I meant.
Yep.
It sun sets the earliest here too.
Well, it's also the further north that you are, where the Earth gets more narrow, I'll say it that way, right? The further north you go on the globe.
Yep.
So you have less time with the sun. The further south you are, the closer to the equator you are.
Yep.
Right.
And it's also crazy. Our sun doesn't rise. And this is why it's been so nice. Prue normally wakes us up
with the sun.
So in the summer, she's up at sometimes 6 a.m.
Before.
Even sometimes before. Our sun doesn't rise until 7:10.
I know.
So Prue now doesn't. It's so interesting. She doesn't even bug us, which is crazy. It really she normally was always up at 6.
I wonder if we're gonna get a 7:15 sunrise and a 3:58 sunset
by December 21st.
That would be insane. That would be crazy.
Yeah, we have 7 hours of
daylight.
That's a short.
I was just gonna say that's a short day.
Yeah. So it's just crazy. And again,
not a lot of time to get your sheets out and destroy the dust mites.
Right. Well, and, to even just, again, I know we lived in Connecticut. It's not it was super far off. But even still, in Connecticut, I think if the sun sets there still 4:15. It's still at least 15 minutes. It is, there's the main things, North Pole. You guys are going to know way too much about Maine before our time is through.
Stanford sunset is 4:26 p.m. So it's literally like 20 minutes later than
Oh,
ours.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
It's further
Yeah,
south.
426. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Anyways, I thought that was a fun fact. Sorry, we were talking about
Nope.
31.
I wasn't even
I
going to bring up the 21st, but since it kind of worked out,
since we're
probably
talking about
should.
it.
Winter solstice, right? Super.
I know, what
Look
should
it
we
up. It's
do?
fun,
Should we
nerdy
run
stuff.
naked through the
Look up some
woods?
pagan. Look up. We could. You know what? We'll talk about some pagan stuff.
We should talk about pagan stuff. Because there's also like some pagan traditions that I thought would be, I don't know if
I think we've covered those before
we
in
have.
years past, but why not do them
we
again?
should do them. We should get in our 1800s garb and do some pagan
It's
shit.
done. We're on it. Get ready for some Fire Flames content, listeners. Weirdlings, we love you.
So
So
sorry.
And to stick with our animal theme, because we just enjoy
Right.
talking about the importance of animals.
We do.
I'm going to talk about one of my other favorite. We're just kind of going through
Yeah.
James's list of favorites. Get ready for
Yep.
like in the future, probably an octopus too. But we're going to talk about bats.
And we
today.
did briefly kind of talk about bats last time.
We touched on
We
it. Right?
touched on. But I think tell us why we should really appreciate bats.
So that's the one I probably that we brought up last time. The most important thing is they are what's called a oh gosh, I got to get the term right. It's like a essential species, so to speak.
Oh.
What that means is they do a lot more things than we know. One, insect control is the biggest thing they do.
Yes, we talked about that, like 12,000 ticks a year or something.
Mosquitoes, more. Right,
That's
possums were the
right.
ticks.
Yes,
raccoons
right.
were the raccoons and possums.
Yeah,
but they eat
mosquitoes.
so many mosquitoes. If you don't like mosquitoes,
so what are they eating right now? Where are the bats?
They are hibernating. Bats hibernate.
Hibernating.
Yep.
Where do you think they're hibernating right now?
Bats hibernate in like a lot of caves.
But where are the caves in Maine?
There's caves, little caves in Maine, caverns, things like that. Yeah. And they probably find holes in trees, things like that.
Oh, that's true.
They can slow their metabolism way, way, way down, just like a mammal, like a bear, right?
Because I was wondering if, because we had seen the bat in our attic in like October.
Yep.
And I was like, what if he's hibernating in here somewhere?
I hope so. I would love to have
we're gonna have a secret that is talking about that too, about having bats in attics.
Oh yeah. There was some of my buddies' girlfriends, they actually lived right up the road from us. When you like in college, you live in big group, like we had like 6 guys living in the house.
Yep.
They used to get bats in their attic all the time. So one of us used to have to go there to try to help them get it out there. Yeah, they used to get it all the time. Bats are weird. Here's a really important one. Bats actually are pollinators, like bees, because they like to. Everyone thinks of bat, and then we think of either Batman or like a vampire, which very few. There's 1,400 species of bats, and I think there's only 3 that actually have anything to do with being a vampire bat and licking blood. They don't actually suck it; they lick it. But bats also lick pollen, like a hummingbird or a honeybee, right? They will go, but a lot of the ones that bats pollinate are bigger, larger fruits. Here are some very essential plants that you love that all bats are some of the only animals that pollinate these plants.
Okay.
Figs, dates, mangoes, peaches, and agaves.
Oh, we have peaches.
Yeah. Bats are really important for pollinating those types of things.
Okay.
Bees and birds can do peaches as well, but some of these other ones like figs and dates are ones that grow in drier.
Tree.
Yeah, fig tree.
I know those are. I don't think we could grow those.
We all know bats use echolocation.
Yes,
we love that. They don't have great hearing. So again, a lot of loud residual noises, and a lot of like this noise in the background isn't necessarily good for them, right? So being able to have a silent area for bats can be important. So if there's things you can do around properties to reduce noise, that's a good thing. Also, just back to one of my favorite topics, things I don't like deforestation, when we just cut stuff down to cut it down, and we're always developing. That's really hurting bat populations, which again allows insects to go out of control, which throws balance out of ecosystems. Bats are really important. Keystone species, that's what it's called.
Keystone species.
When an organism is really important, without keystone species, the surrounding plants and animal species will suffer. So again, if insects can just run rampant and they aren't getting reduced because their main predator, bats, aren't there, right? They can destroy crops. It can do a lot of things that is really hard. Yep.
Good to know.
So that's what
We
bats
should get a
do.
bat house.
We definitely need a bat house.
I'll
We'll get
have
a
to find
couple of
where
them.
we can get one.
We'll get a couple of them.
Maybe Tractor Supply. We got to make
put them in the
our first
woods.
trip to Tractor Supply soon.
I went there for the overalls.
I know, but I want to go there
We'll
and
go
spend far
together.
too much time and look at the chicks.
Let's go do
and think about the chicks. Chicks coming soon, you guys. I know. I just saw this girl who got some chicks. She was like, I know I got them way too early. It's too early to get them, but
That's
it's so
okay.
tempting.
We have plenty of space.
I know, but really, like, to get them acclimated, we should wait at least a couple more months so we can bring. Like, we can't keep them inside until they're big,
True.
and they only really stay inside for like a month ish.
Okay.
When they're chicks, and then they need to go outside.
We can wait.
So I'm trying to be patient, but don't worry. Like, it's gonna be here soon. By the way, I can't believe we're almost coming up on 3 months in this house.
I know,
which is so crazy. So like March is gonna be here around the corner, even though I feel like January and February are gonna be like.
I think they're going to be longer than we think.
Yeah, that's going to be some long months. That's why I'm trying to like think of things we can do, you know.
Well, we got the holidays coming up. Then we get through. We'll have plenty of things we can do.
Yeah, we want to do like a trip up to northern Maine at some point too.
Who wants to go to northern Maine?
Yeah, I mean, it's so much cheaper, obviously, to do it in the winter.
Yeah,
you know, if we went to like Bar Harbor too or something. Obviously, we can't do as many of the outdoor activities, but it's so pretty up there. And there's like, you know
what? Something I want to do?
It's a ghost town. What?
I want to hear some damn secrets.
Wow. He's forcing me along. He doesn't want to hear about what I want, my plans.
I love hearing about your plans.
You're trying to hurry me up, is what you're trying to do. Okay. Good to know. Okay. It's time for, since James said.
Don't give me what?
James, I just wanted to chat and catch up, talk about Maine things, but no, he wants to do the secrets.
What
they are
Maine?
good. We have some good secrets.
Yeah, I know. I want to hear
we do.
Secrets.
We do. We have some good secrets. So we will, without further ado, it's time for secrets. Yeah, that's right. It's time for secrets, where you guys call us in, give a chat with us, tell us some weird secrets, some weird things you got going on, weird, embarrassing stories. We're always throwing out random props. You know, of course, with the holidays, some weird, embarrassing things that have happened around the holidays, something weird your family has done. Whatever you want to tell us that's weird, we want to hear it. So if you want to call in and tell us a weird secret, you can call in to SpeakPipe. That's speakpipe.com/weird and proud pod. Again, speakpipe.com/weird and proud pod. And we have, okay, so I don't know if you remember, I can't remember if he said he worked in construction or is a contract or something. We have our guy with the black light, the first original thing they called us. He has something to say about bats. Here we go.
Hey, Sam, James. This is your indoor environmental specialist, also known as Black Guy. And I just had to call in about the bats in your attic and have to disagree with you, James. Bats in your attic can be deadly whenever they make their droppings. Their guano, their shit, bat shit, whatever you want to call it, is can be deadly. They carry histoplasmosis, and we go in all the time working with animal wildlife control people. They set up special tubing that gets them out of the house. Then we have to seal off the entry points so the bats don't get back in, and then we have to go in and remove all the insulation, wearing full Tyvek, PPE, face respirators, a whole 9 yards, remove all that insulation and put it back in over bat guano. A lot of times we end up cleaning the trusses and eaves and backside of ceilings and the sheetrock and plaster board, whatever you got. And it's big business, and they can be very deadly. And histoplasmosis looks like a lot of different diseases, and most people will die before they get told that they have histoplasmosis. So thought I'd let you know that bats in your attic is not good, and you need to get them out pronto. Thanks.
I love when if you have anything to fight James on or battle James on any of his things, please do. Always call in. We're always willing to be fact checked. What do you have to say about that?
Those were some great facts. Yeah, I mean, I love the humane way of removing the bats, right?
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't have bats in your
Yeah, you
I'm
shouldn't
trying to
like
remember
be
exactly
happy.
what we were
I
discussing
know. Well,
along
also
that.
he was under the influence, so you can't really say any, keep anything.
I
to
can't
yourself
remember
last week.
exactly what we were discussing about it.
But
I hope it
nothing
wasn't.
that you weren't saying like they're not going to ruin your house. I mean, other than the poo. I mean, I guess he's saying. I think we were saying if they're
Yes.
not going to like destroy, eat your,
No,
you know,
they're
your,
not going to kill.
your
They're
attic
not
and
going to
stuff.
intentionally kill you.
Right.
I mean,
right.
anything pooping in your house
Right is not good.
isn't, and it just the poop just staying there is not good.
Yeah. And like I had heard someone had said that when you don't feel when bats bite you. So like if you are in the proximity of a bat, like if a bat like kind of comes near you or in your vicinity, you should always get a rabies shot because
Bats really don't carry that much rabies.
yeah,
That's
someone else had
very
said
much
that,
a myth.
but
That's
I
very,
know,
that
that's
is
what I had
inaccurate
heard.
info.
Okay, well, if anyone wants to fight James on that, feel free to call in. I always love, fact check. We're happy to.
I feel horrible
issue
if somebody
statements.
has gotten rabies from a bat. I'd feel horrible if somebody ever got rabies from a raccoon or a
Yeah,
possum.
or got
None of these,
histoplasmosis, whatever the fuck that is. Never
none
heard of
of these
that.
animals carry as much disease as we think that they
Yeah.
do. But it is good to be cautious.
All right. Now we have a good embarrassing story, which we always appreciate. Here we go.
Hey, so I just listened to the secret where the girl was embarrassed by her crush. And I had also an embarrassing story. So I was in my early 20s. I was just 20. And I was living out on my own as the first time. And I didn't have a whole lot of money. And I started dating this guy casually. And he was the manager of a pizza place. And one day he told me, in our flirtatious text messages, that his favorite pizza was olives. And I'm like, oh, that's not very good, but whatever. So I called into his pizza place and I ordered a large pizza with olives. And I dressed up all cute and I went in to go see him because I knew when his shift was. And he's there. And so he's at the cash register and so like, hey, how's it going? And he gets me my pizza and he rings me up and I swipe my card and it's declined. I'm like, oh my God. So I try another one, also declined because I didn't have any money, which I did not know. And he's like, oh no, it's not a big deal. I'll just pay for it. And I'm like, oh my, it was like $20. And to me, that was like a lot at the time. And then I checked out and I left and I was mortified. We continued dating for a little bit casually, but then he gave me chlamydia, so I dumped him. Anyway, love you guys. Bye.
Now there's a way to end a story.
My God. Yeah.
That's a way to end a story.
That was a great call. Yeah, that's embarrassing, but I mean, it is what it is. That's especially, yeah, just like anything when you're that age, like doing something like that embarrassing in front of your crushes.
Especially because she tried so hard. Like she said,
know.
she got dolled up. She ordered the pizza. I'm sure that at that age too, at any age, that would be nervous to go into somebody's place and order something, right? Just because they already told you about it, right? There's a certain excitement about all that.
Yeah. Oh my God. God bless you. That's so funny. And then he gave you chlamydia
and the ending,
the cherry on top. But I mean, not the cherry on top. That sucks for you. But I mean, that helps you get over it.
Yeah.
Help
you make your decision.
Yeah, exactly. The universe was saying, girl, get out of there. Thank you for calling. That was a beautiful, embarrassing story. We love stories like that.
Love them all.
Love it. Love it all. All right. So this is for our last secret. This one's pretty funny. Groupon, the mention of Groupon triggered one of our listeners. By the way, did you ever use Groupon a lot? Did you know what that was?
Oh, absolutely. We used to put personal training offers on there.
Yeah.
I
like not really a thing anymore.
I think I got us something for Groupon for a date we went on somewhere.
I think you did too.
I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember what it was either.
For the life of me, but I remember
I
we
feel
had
like
fun.
we used to do some of those. They did have some great deals on there.
There you'd find crazy good deals on there. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
here we
let's
go.
hear.
Here we go.
Hi, Sam and James. I could not believe in your last podcast someone brought up Groupons. I have not thought about Groupons in so long, but I have one that can even top a massage of things you should never use a Groupon for. But I did, and this is my story. I was hell-bent on getting liposuction, and I was going to do it, and I was going to put it on a Care credit card so I could afford it, but goddamn could I not afford it without, ding, 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 a Groupon. Let's just say, even though this office was in a very richer part of town, the aftercare and just general procedure, real low bar. Real low bar. At one point, because you're awake during the procedure, I don't know if you're supposed to be awake. I was awake. They're fucking laser guiding lipolysis. This is a laser guided liposuction, essentially. Just jamming me the fuck up on each side. Oops, sorry. Well, anyway, that's what it was. And as I'm panicking, because I'm like, I can feel it. I can feel it. They're like, you can't feel it. I'm like, no, I can feel it. I can see my body moving. I can feel it. So they just give me like a lorazepam, like just chill, and they just keep fucking stabbing me, and I'm panicking and I'm moving on the table. So they're finally just like, well, we're good, we're done. Didn't even finish that shit up. They're like, we're done. Yeah, don't get a liposuction Groupon. Maybe just don't get liposuction in general, but if you want it, go for it. But you got to pay full price for the good shit.
Oh my God. I didn't even know they had liposuction.
I would have never thought such a thing was. How is that
I was
legal?
not ready
That should
for
not be
liposuction.
legal to
No,
order
and the fact that
liposuction.
you were awake.
I don't know the procedure of
no
liposuction
way
at
you're
all.
supposed to be awake for that.
I mean,
That's crazy.
I could see where you're a little
That's
like awake,
major surgery.
but you should be like sedated for sure.
I mean, yeah, that is so insane.
We learned a lot on secrets today.
We always do. I feel like there's something always to be learned.
Get liposuction on Groupon.
And I think that's why Groupon is no longer with us.
Don't leave the bats in your attic, no matter what James says.
Don't listen to James.
Thank you, Blacklight Guy.
Thank you, Blacklight Guy.
And however, I still love bats, and I don't think.
No, of course. It's not the bat's fault that their poopy is nasty.
But guano is also a very valuable fertilizer.
Right.
Extremely valuable fertilizer.
Right.
And if you remember from the wonderful.
It's like, why do I know that?
I know why you know it.
Why?
Ace Ventura: Pet Detective 2.
Oh,
remember
my
the
God.
bat guano?
Yes.
That's why they were starting the War of the Tribes. Yeah. That's why you know that.
I was like, why does that like term sound so familiar?
Because you love Ace Ventura, and it's Ace Ventura:
really
Pet Detective. It's the second one. It's from the second one.
Oh my God, that's so
which we should watch because
funny.
it's still a good movie.
It is such a good movie.
The best line in that one is, "You must be the Monopoly guy."
Oh my God.
Sorry.
It's beautiful.
That I bring back. And we also learned that guys who like olive pizzas might have chlamydia.
Exactly. Yeah. When an olive pizza is also crazy. I meant to say that. Like olive pizza, that's disgusting. That's worse than
I've never asked
pineapple.
you, do you like olives on a pizza?
No.
I like olives on a pizza.
That's crazy. Just olives is crazy.
Not just olives. No. But as like another thing on the pizza.
No, it's so weird.
You like olives on a charcuterie board?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It's too salt. It's too much. The flavor's too much.
Olives on a pizza is delicious.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That should have been a red flag from the get-go. But if you want to call us if you have some weird secret and embarrassing story, did you buy something on Groupon that you should not have? Call us into SpeakPipe. That's speakpipe.com/weirdandproudpod. Again, speakpipe.com/weirdandproudpod. It'll also be in the description. Make sure you're following us on Instagram. Make sure you're also following on YouTube if you want to watch the videos. As a reminder, they're always on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Hey, maybe while you're at it, give this video 5 stars. Do you mind? We would love you forever. We already love you forever, but we really love you forever. Thank you guys so much. Is there anything else, James, you want to tell the people?
Love you, weirdlings.
We love you so much. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Love ya.